Hello, everyone. Jason Hagholm here, and I am joined by the Jamaican sensation, Ode Osbourne. Ode's coming off a 26-second knockout just this past Saturday against Jerome Rivera. Ode, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, man. How are you doing?
I'm doing quite well. Well, I mean, 26 seconds, a pretty short night at the office for you, Ode. How did it feel to get in there and get a quick finish against the guy you were supposed to fight back in January?
It felt good just to finally get in there and get the job done. It did. It felt really good. But at the same time, I have to keep myself, I've said this before, I have to keep myself grounded to not live the hype too much or not live the moment too much, just enough, just have my fun. And then, for this week that I'm off, and then when I get back, just to be dial focus in again, because like I said, at the end of the day, I'm trying to be a champion. So I can't let the social media void suck me in too much. So, but to answer your question, it felt great.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was a great way to kick off the card. I still kind of felt bummed for you that I thought you should have been getting one of the bonuses as well, because that was such a great performance. But you weren't even supposed to fight Jerome. You're supposed to have another fight, but that unfortunately didn't work out. How was it to get your mind readjusted to fighting Jerome on such 5 days notice?
Yeah, it was as a fighter, though, we go through this all the time, and I think that's what makes us a fighter. You're either a fighter deep down, or you're not, or you're a phony and you're doing it for the wrong reasons. But as a fighter, you just gotta hone your abilities, your mind, and make sure that everything is good. And if everything's good, you can really fight anyone at any time. But at the airport, they called me and they said, we can get Jerome, but it won't be a flyweight anymore. It'll be at 145 because he just fought 2 weeks ago. So I'm sure, he probably gained a bunch of weight back and stuff. So I was fine with that. At that point, I was like, man, I'll fight anybody. Give me anybody at this point.
Yeah, I mean, you've already sacrificed, right? And at least to keep you on the card as well. But, as well, like you said, you're planning on going to 125, which is 2 weight classes down from 145, though you've been a bantamweight before. What's the decision to go to 125? I mean, the division right now is the hottest it's ever been, I feel, in the UFC. But what's the decision to go to 125?
Well, 35 is so stacked, and I'm at the bottom of the barrel at 35. Literally, I'm at the bottom of the barrel. 25 is, it's a hot division, but there's less people I have to beat, and to say the least, to get a belt opportunity. And like I said, I don't want to be in the UFC forever, So to get my belt, defend it a whole bunch of times, and then make a name for myself, become a legend. So that's the motivation, just being able to be on top for as long as possible instead of spending that duration of the time getting to where I'm on top.
The cut to 125 wouldn't be that bad, right? Since you're kind of a natural bantamweight, right?
Yeah, I am a natural bantamweight. I don't cut any weight for 35. I show up at Vegas at 139. So yeah, 4 pounds there on before, literally I don't even have to go into the sauna at all. So
well, I mean, that makes the transition that much easier. And as you said, there's talent at 125, but as you said, it's a kind of a quicker journey. Who are you kind of eyeing to make your debut now at 125?
Hopefully, I'm kind of eyeing Felicio Figueiredo. He just fought Jerome Rivera last. So I think that's a good matchup, and he seemed like an awesome, exciting fighter. And they sat there and banged it out, and I was like, man, that'll be a fun fight.
It'd be a fun fight, and hey, you get the attention right there of the current champion if you can go in there and smack around his brother a little bit too, right?
That's exactly what I was thinking. My thoughts exactly.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think we're all excited for when you get there, because just like I felt the biggest comeback story of the year in MMA was the 125-pound division, with not only the Figueiredo fight, but just some of the other guys that are going out there, and how that division's grown. And you going there is going to be another welcome addition. As well, Ode, you made it clear you're a 5th and 6th grade teacher. What the students have to say after your win on Saturday?
They are excited, they're very, very, they were just thrilled, and they made me videos leading up to the fight. So I got to hear them speak and see their faces on Zoom leading up. So it was a good booster, energized. But I'm like a toy for them, because what happens when you have a toy for too long? You're like, yeah, after you have a toy for a while, they don't want it anymore. So after that first like 2 days, they're just like, all right, you Mr. O again. So it only lasts so long. They keep me humble.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's got to give you that extra motivation. It's one thing to have support from your family and your gym, but you've got a whole bunch of kids that kind of look up to you, right? To show them that there's, potential to, once you get out of school, what you can do and make of yourself.
Exactly. I agree. And that's the reason why I do what I do. One of the reasons, I'm sorry, not the only reason. It's one of the reasons why I do what I do. And I want them to be able to, like you said, look at me when they get out and be able to accomplish things past their wildest imaginations.
Yeah, I think it's such a cool story. Like, how long do you continue to managing both right now, the MMA career and the teaching?
Well, this year is looking good for me because we're going to be virtual the whole year. So that's good for me, because I can, get to the gym and kind of be flexible when I'm traveling. As long as I got my laptop, I'm good.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that is the one benefit of school being virtual, right? You can kind of make some personal time for yourself on lunch breaks and stuff.
Exactly. And then when I go to Vegas, and you know what I'm saying? Like if I want to go get tested at the Performance Institute or whatever the case may be, I can have my laptop at least and do what I need to do so I can do what I need to do.
Yeah. Well, Ode, your nickname is the Jamaican Sensation. And, I tweeted about this, the big win, but there's another bunch of Jamaican fighters with Jamaican heritage, whether, it's Aljamain Sterling, Randy Brown, a bunch of other guys on the come up. What does it mean for you to kind of be this first full wave of Jamaican heritage fighters? Because my mom's from Jamaica, and I've seen, the passion they have for sports, and I feel MMA is the perfect match for the culture down there. And what does it mean for you to be kind of one of the faces? And hopefully once COVID's over, the UFC can get a card down there in Jamaica.
Dude, it is so dope being one of the, like I said, the Jamaican prospects coming up, because that's like right now we have a new era. For a while, like I said, the Brazilians, they have their era, the Americans, the UK, but so it's great now. Jamaicans are starting to come up and come in. As for, it's going to be difficult to put on a show in Jamaica unless it's televised, just because Jamaica is such an impoverished country. Mm-hmm. And so, it's hard to sell out tickets unless you're flying people to Jamaica and selling to, you know what I'm saying? Like fans that will fly to Jamaica, which I think there will be fans that will fly there, to go ahead and get that fight in. But I'd be stoked. I'd be stoked if they can put that on.
Well, I think it's something that you could theoretically do. Like, everyone's been stir crazy, locked up in their houses. We did see some fans head down to Abu Dhabi. Once this is all over, I mean, Jamaica for most of the United States isn't that long of a flight. And
no,
it's like 3 hours to maybe 6 max.
Yep.
Like, so it's not that bad. Plus the tourism hole where Jamaica makes most of their money off of, I could see it. But it's just kind of crazy that this sport has really exploded. They've had their success, obviously, in track and field, boxing, but MMA is really starting to take over. And just within the matter of years, it feels like this is going to be the next big country with talent booming out of it.
Man, there's so much talent. I know a guy right now that's coaching, and I saw his Instagram video, and they were like doing pad warm up and drills and stuff on the concrete, like just for fun. They had a gym, but they're just on concrete for fun. That's the grind. That's that grind that people don't know about. If you go to Jamaica and handpick some kids, man, them kids are studs. Them kids are like thoroughbred athletes. Like I can't even tell you. There's gonna be just a ton of just athletic, gifted people coming out of there.
Yeah, I think it's, to me, one of the more exciting places to see. I mean, the sport right now is booming in other parts of the world as well. We saw like the country of Georgia have a big explosion, but now I think Jamaica is going to be one of them to look out for with, yourself. And I think if Aljamain wins in March, I think that's going to help explode the sport even more down on that island.
That's going to be huge if Aljamain wins. I'm crossing my finger. Like, You know, if he wins, that's gonna be so huge for, you know, Jamaica as a whole, and even fighting Jamaican fighters as a whole. So I'm you know where my money's at.
I think most people's money are on. I mean, it's going to be a tough fight when it gets there against Peter Yan, but nonetheless, I mean, he's right now taking the full front of trying to market, you know, the Jamaican mixed martial artists and helping promote you and, you know, Randy and a whole other guys.
Yeah, and man, it would be so awesome too. I'd love to get together with them and do like a, you know, just like a gathering with just the Jamaicans. You know what I'm saying? Like a little Jamaican gathering and talk about ways, I guess, where we could kind of help our country. You know, that would be dope. I think. Ooh, I just look, the light bulb just went on. Okay, might have to orchestrate something like that.
I mean, I could totally see it working out because they're so big into their sports, right? As a way to escape and get out of there and whatnot. So I could see that being a big thing, and hopefully it does happen because that's a place I just see so much potential in Jamaica.
I know, me too, man. Me too. I definitely see it as well, and so I'm excited for what the future has to hold. I just, as long as I stay, like I said, the key word or word of the day is grounded, or word of the past week. As long as I stay grounded and stay on my targets, I'll be good.
Did you have any Jamaican food after you got the win? Have you had any?
I had some yesterday.
What'd you have?
I had some brown stew chicken. Me and my coach actually. Hey Ben, you want to get some Jamaican food? Yeah. All right, there you go.
There we go.
I had some brown stew chicken and some jerk chicken. So we're probably gonna head there right now.
Well, you know what? I won't keep you from that because you can never enjoy enough Jamaican jerk chicken because it just fills your soul up and warms the heart, especially up here in Canada right now, these cold times.
For real, man. Oh, you can't. Oh, you like right now? I could like touch you right now. That's how close you are to me. Canada.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a huge Jamaican population in Canada. Oh my gosh, I got so many family. Yo, I got family. I got so much family in Canada.
Tons. Toronto is like half Jamaica right now.
It is. It really is. Canada. I got family in England. Oh my gosh, I got so many family members in Canada. So big up to Toronto.
Well, that's Jamaica. They're all over the place in locations you wouldn't even expect them to be. But before I let you go,
shouts out. No, I was gonna say shouts out to the Canadians, man. Like I said, Jamaica is a lot of Jamaicans in Canada. So shout out to Canada for hosting us. I know we can be a lot sometimes.
Yeah, but you know what? The Canadians, they love the Jamaican flavor, especially Carnival weekend. Didn't happen this year because of COVID, but if it happens this year, you know it'll be a full-on juk gal type of situation.
Yeah, for real. For real, right, you ain't lying.
All right, Ode, before I let you go so you can, you know, fill up on some nice Jamaican food, go out there, plug yourself out there on social media because, you know, you're a big name now going down to 125 and people need to follow you for not only your fighting career, but some of the work you're doing outside of it.
Yeah, most definitely. And it's my social media is Ode Osbourne. So it's ODE and then Osbourne, OSBOURNE at just at Ode Osbourne. So I wrote down so people can see it. So you probably can't see it. You probably can't see it, but Ode Osbourne, everything on Instagram. My Instagram, I think I'm a super humorous person. So if you guys want to get to know about my humor, just follow me on Instagram. I'm always posting some humorous stuff.
I even see you have a YouTube channel where you post some comedy kind of skits.
Yeah, I do. I got some comedy skits on there. You know, the Jamaican pirate, Black Sparrow.
Yeah. All right, Ode. Well, thank you for your time and congrats on the win this past Saturday and best of luck in your endeavors at flyweight in the UFC.
Thank you so much, man. You have a good one.
Yeah, you as well.